Welcome to this explainer. Look, if you feel like you are totally trapped on that relentless content creation treadmill, constantly scrambling for fresh emails, new scripts, or daily posts, today is literally going to change how you work. We're diving into a system that is basically designed to clone your creative voice. We're talking about building your very own AI ghostwriter. Let's get right into it.
Think about this for just a second. What if writing actually felt easy every single time you sat down at your keyboard? Imagine just entirely eliminating that initial painful friction. I mean, we all know that specific agony, right? Staring at a blinking cursor for 20 minutes, practically begging your brain for the energy to just type out, "Hope this email finds you well." It is exhausting. But imagine a completely frictionless process where all that heavy lifting is just done for you. You get to skip straight to the fun part, shaping and refining ideas that are already sitting right there in front of you. That is the exact reality we are analyzing today.
Because let's be honest, the core issue here isn't that you don't know how to write, you absolutely have the skills. The real struggle is that writing takes huge chunks of time, and honestly, it requires a relentless level of consistency. Look, writing a brilliant post once, that's a great achievement, but doing it every single Tuesday for a year, that is a marathon that will completely drain your mental reserves. It's that nonstop demand for continuous output that breaks us down. It turns what should be a fun creative outlet into, well, a chore.
And that brings us to the real breakthrough of this whole setup: AI that writes exactly like you. Now, let me be clear. We're not talking about generic robotic text that sounds like somebody just swallowed a thesaurus. We're exploring technology that actually adapts to your authentic, personal voice. It learns your specific rhythm, it adopts your unique quirks, and it perfectly mirrors your vocabulary and your style. When the tech actually sounds like you, well, it ceases to be just another generic tool. It becomes a true digital extension of your own mind.
So how do we actually pull this off? The secret is, you just train it once. Think about it like hiring a real-life human assistant. When they first start, you've got to show them the ropes. You explain how you like things done, you show them some examples of your past work, you guide them a bit. It takes a little upfront effort for sure, but once it clicks for them, they end up saving you thousands of hours down the line. Building your AI ghostwriter works the exact same way. It's this highly rewarding one-time investment. You put in the initial sweat equity to configure the system, and it literally pays dividends forever.
Okay, so let's break this down into an actual workflow you can use. It's 4 steps. Step 1, feed the AI your writing. You just gather up your best emails, your most successful articles, the scripts you're really proud of, and you give the system your creative DNA. Step 2, match your tone. You explicitly tell the AI, hey, analyze what I just gave you. Tell it to notice how you use short sentences or your conversational vibe and have it mirror that exactly. Then, step 3, give rough ideas. This is going to be your new normal. You don't write drafts anymore. You just brain dump. Bullet points, fragments, messy half-thoughts. You just hand over the raw clay. And finally, step 4, edit lightly. The AI hands you back a fully formed draft, written in your voice. Your only job now is to just be the editor. Tweak a word here, adjust a little phrase there. Just pause for a second and let the simplicity of that sink in. You literally just dump messy ideas and edit lightly. It completely bypasses the hardest parts of writing.
And doing it this way creates this fascinating paradox. On one side, your writing actually sounds better. Why? Because you aren't doing it while completely fatigued. You aren't cutting corners just because your eyes hurt from staring at a screen all day. The structure is solid, the tone is perfectly consistent every time. But on the other side of the equation, you are putting in drastically less effort. You elevate the final product while actually preserving your mental bandwidth. I know, it feels a little bit like cheating, but honestly, it's just working infinitely smarter.
Now, of course, having compelling text is really only half the battle in the modern content landscape. I mean, once your writing is effortless, you still have to get people to actually click and read the thing, right? The visual hook is absolutely 100% as critical as the written hook. So just as a quick tease for where this whole ecosystem of creation is heading next, our next focus is going to explore the visual side of this equation, specifically thumbnails and exactly how you package your ideas once the writing itself is completely dialed in.
But let's bring it all back to you right now, and I want to leave you with this somewhat provocative thought. If you actually implement this setup, if you sit down, train your AI ghostwriter once, and suddenly you have the power to generate your authentic voice from just a few messy bullet points and a light edit, what does that unlock for you? Seriously, what are you going to create when the act of writing becomes truly effortless? The barrier to sharing your brilliant ideas has literally never been lower. So if you found this explainer valuable and you want to keep mastering these ridiculously efficient frameworks with us, make sure to hit follow. There's so much more to explore.